Hello, this is Dani, and thank you for being here. The channel is Living Free Over 50. So I am soon to be empty nester. I'm traveling around in my minivan. Today we're going to see parts of Zion National Park. And I say parts because, of course, there's a story behind my visit to this park, just like there's a story involved in each and every adventure we go on, right? So I am going to let a couple of clips play. The clips you're going to see are of me just driving through the park on Highway 9. And I'm sorry that the shots are a little bumpy. This is just from my phone camera being on my dashboard. And so the camera has a little bit of stabilizing ability, but it's a little bit of a bumpy road. But this will just give you a glimpse of some of the scenery that you get to see, the grand scale of this place, and just a little peek into the majesty, but we don't really get to go all the way. And I hate to say it, but Zion truly did break my heart just a little bit. I was really looking forward to Zion like everybody does. It's one of the just most amazing parks that we have in the country. But because of the situation that we're all in now here in 2021, coming out of the pandemic, the only way to see the park and go through the main part of the scenic drive of the park, the best part truly is to go on a shuttle bus. And so I was not able to get a shuttle ticket. I did not really want to go on a shuttle bus to see the park. I wanted to drive myself. So my only option was to just take the scenic drive and just simply drive through. So that's what I did. But even on the driving parts of this Highway 9 experience, which was still beautiful, there were just a few different trailheads along the way. But the parking was so overflowing at each of the trailheads that I could not get a spot. I could not walk a single trail. So all my pictures from Zion are literally of me just driving through the park itself. I arrived at the park early. I was hoping maybe I would be able to get the parking spots at some of those trailheads and things, but it was still not early enough. There were still just too many people to do what I really wanted to do. I'm already planning on going back to Zion. I cannot let this be my only visit. It is just too magnificent. Just the small peek that I got of its potential is so magnificent. I know I'll come back. But I believe maybe I will even plan in advance and try to stay within the park, try to camp within the park, and that way I can have more access to some of the trails and the attractions and things like that. A lot of the people that I have been talking to at all of the parks have commented on this being really just the busiest time they have ever seen for the parks here in Utah. Also, a lot of talk of Colorado and Montana being kind of overcrowded and a lot of people wanting to go there. And I'm just one of these people who want to enjoy all our natural wonders and all this beauty that we have around us. So I can't really complain too much about all the other people who want to do exactly the same thing. Well, I say I can't really complain. I guess I could complain, but I certainly understand. So this is just kind of the drive out of the park as I'm leaving, and there are a bunch of hotels right outside the exit and gas stations and restaurants and things like that. What I did not record was right before this part, there was a huge traffic jam and just tons of cars trying to get around where all the shuttle buses are loading up and people are parking, and it was a real madhouse. So on the way out, I came across this little George A. Barker Springdale River Park. And so I pulled in immediately just to kind of escape some of the stress of all the other drivers and really the crowd that Zion was. And so I escaped to this quiet little park right outside of Zion, just a little city park. And it was so nice just to take a few moments to actually be in the nature, to listen to this stream, just a small little walk. You know, I love the sound of running water. You probably do too, but it was just such a nice little reprieve after what ended up being a little bit stressful, you know, at Zion. You can even see Zion. You can see the mountains in the back of this picture in particular. And then of course I have to take my little selfie. I always try to send the kids a little selfie wherever I am. And this is a little sculpture of a turtle that was in the park that I thought was so cute. And here we are at the end of another video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you next time.